Hi there, and welcome to Let's Bake and Cook Stuff. I'm Mary, and today I'm making pumpkin pie spice whoopie pies. Now, growing up in Southern California, whoopie pies aren't something I had as a kid. And we're starting out with one stick of butter, which is a half a cup, and a half a cup of vegetable oil. 2 tablespoons of molasses. If you don't have molasses, you can use dark corn syrup. Okay, 2 cups of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a heaping tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. The whole reason we're here today, right? We're gonna mix this up. Now I'm gonna add in about a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now I need to scrape down the sides. Now I'm going to add 2 eggs, one at a time. Once that one disappears, I'm going to add the second one. I'm going to turn this up to medium and mix it for about a minute. Okay, I'm going to scrape down the sides again. When you do the sides, also do the bottom. Just sometimes stuff gets stuck down at that bottom area down there. I see some butter stuck here on the beaters too, so, you know, scrape everything. Okay, now I'm going to add a 15-ounce can of pumpkin. This is just pure pumpkin puree, not the pumpkin pie filling. Some people get that confused. The pumpkin pie filling already has the spices in it, and it's already had that liquid added to it, so you can just pour it into a pie shell and make a pumpkin pie. So this is just pumpkin. Okay, let's get that mixed in. Now with the mixer on low, I'm going to gradually add in the flour. This is 3 1/4 cups of flour. I'm going to turn this on medium for about 30 seconds just to get everything combined and add a little bit of air. Okay, the batter's done. Now we're going to be making our whoopie pies. Have you ever had a whoopie pie? Let me know in the comments. They're real popular in the Northeast. Okay, now I have 2 giant baking trays and I've lined them with parchment. And I have a scoop. Now you can literally make these any size you want. I'm making these for an event, and there's going to be lots of other things, and I don't want people to take a whole big giant one and not be able to eat it. So we're making them in smaller, I'm not going to say bite size, but they're going to be a couple of bites. And if you don't want to use parchment paper here, you could definitely just, grease your pans. Spray them with nonstick spray or grease them with some shortening. Okay, these are going to go into a preheated 375-degree oven for 15-18 minutes depending, and then we'll be back. Okay, my bad. This was closer to 8 minutes, and the reason it wasn't 15 is because I haven't made these small before. I've made the bigger ones, and they take 15. These took 8 minutes. They have to rest for 5 minutes on the tray, and then we're going to put them on a cooling rack, and then I'm going to bake up the rest of them, and then we're going to make a delicious cream cheese filling that goes inside. Okay, now I'm just going to move these on this cooling rack, let them cool completely, and it's time to make the frosting. To me, the frosting is what distinguishes whoopie pies from all other pastries. I have 1 1/2 cups of shortening, and I know, right? It's vegetable shortening. And this is 1 1/3 cups, almost a full container of the marshmallow fluff, but like a couple of tablespoons less. And putting that in there. I'm going to beat these 2 together for a second. I'm going to add a splash of vanilla, between a half a teaspoon and a teaspoon. Whip that up. Pinch of salt. That just cuts the sweetness a little bit. We're going to put a bunch of powdered sugar in here. So now I'm going to slowly incorporate the powdered sugar. Okay, I've added about half of the powdered sugar. Now I want to add a little bit of the milk. You're going to need between 1/4 and 1/2 of a cup. I'm going to put just a couple of tablespoons in right now. And then I'm going to add the rest of this powdered sugar. Scrape the sides a little bit. still a little thick. I'm gonna add a couple more tablespoons of milk. I'm gonna beat this for about 2 minutes on medium speed. Okay, we beat that up to get it nice and fluffy, and then to make sure all the ingredients are incorporated. It does have that shortening and that marshmallow fluff, so you want to make sure that it gets beaten in pretty good. Oh yeah, this is nice and fluffy. Look at that. That is so fluffy. It's so fluffy! You really don't want to ever fill your pastry bag more than about halfway full. And they tell you that when you take cake decorating. And then if you're like me, you're going to go ahead and challenge it anyway and be like, I can put however much I want in here. This is my pastry bag. But yeah, if you overfill it, it just squirts out the top and it just gets all over the place. So I suggest not doing that. There you go. Okay, and then I'm just going to squirt the frosting on here. And you can, of course, pick it up and do it. You don't have to leave it on there. Okay, and you can put as much or as little as you want. I like kind of a lot. So, it smells like the holidays in here. I'm going to show you another way with this cookie scoop, or whatever you call this, ice cream scoop. I call it a cookie scoop because that's what I use it for. This would not do for ice cream at all because it's too small. So. But take a little scoop of it and just scoop it right on your little pie. See? You take your top, and there you have it, a pumpkin whoopie pie. And I don't know what category these fit in. I don't know if they would be called a cookie, or they're not a pie, they're not a cake. What do you think? Okay, here you have it. Whoopie pies, pumpkin spice whoopie pies with the delicious marshmallow cream filling. So good. All the flavors of fall right there. You got the pumpkin pie spice and the pumpkin. Delicious marshmallow filling. Just try these. So impressive. Take a look. They look like they're hard to make, but you just saw me do it. So you and I both know, super easy. Impress your friends. Take this to your next dinner party or your next gathering. Serve it at a brunch, kid's birthday party. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that. I'll see you next time. You take care now.